Now let us move on to the next questions on calls in arrear as well as on calls in advance. See an example. Rockstar Company issued 50,000 shares of rupees 10 each payable as per table 1. Table 1 indicates that the company is to charge rupees 1 on application, rupees 4 on allotment, rupees 3 on first call, and again rupees 2 on final call. The applications were received for 1,30,000 shares as per table 2. Table 2 shows the lot size and the applications which were received, then the percentage of allotment and the allotment. Allotment means the number of shares which were finally allotted to the shareholders. So those who have applied for less than 100 shares, total applications received were for 5,000 shares. Company has not allotted anything to them, so the allotment column shows you the nil balance. Then those who have applied for 100 shares, there were 20,000 applications. Company decided to give them 100% allotment. It means that 20,000 shares were issued to them. For the category of 100 to 500 shares, those who have applied for 100 to 500 shares, total application received were 60,000. Company has decided to give 40% allotment to them. It means 24,000 were allotted in this category. Then, for those who have applied from 500 to 1000 shares, 30,000 applications were received, 15% allotment was given to them, and 4,500 finally the shares were allotted. For those who have applied for 1000 shares plus, company received the application for 15,000 shares and decided to give 10% allotment. It means only 1500 shares were given to this category. Now what happened next? Excess money received was retained to the extent possible. मीन्स जहाँ तक एडजस्ट हो सका कंपनी ने उसको एडजस्ट किया और एडजस्ट करने के बाद जो एंड में बचा कंपनी ने उसको वापस कर दिया. शेयर होल्डर्स हु फॉल अंडर कैटेगरी 3 could not pay the first call on 2000 shares. On final call, that shareholder cleared the dues. एक इनमें पर्सन ऐसा था जो तीसरी कैटेगरी में था. तीसरी कैटेगरी मीन्स 100 to 500 शेयर्स वाली कैटेगरी में था. उसने 2000 शेयर्स के ऊपर हमें कॉल मनी नहीं दी और बाद में यही फर्स्ट कॉल मनी फाइनल कॉल मनी के साथ हमें पे कर दी. Now let us prepare working notes before we finally prepare the journal. Now these were the categories under which the shares were applied. 5,000 shares were applied for less than 100, then 20,000 applications, 60,000 applications, 30,000 shares application, 15,000 application, and total shares which were applied for the company was 1,30,000. Out of this, for 5,000 there was no allotment. All the 20,000 shareholders got 20,000 shares. Then for 60,000 shares, only 24,000 were allotted. For 30,000 shares, 4,500 shares were allotted. For 15,000 shares, only 1,500 were allotted. And total allotment was 50,000 out of 1,30,000. Now see what happens to the application money. Application money was to be received at rate of ₹1. सो 1 रुपये के हिसाब से जब हमें एप्लीकेशन मनी रिसीव हुई तो 5,000 वाले जिन्होंने शेयर अप्लाई किए थे उन्होंने पूरी 5,000 दी. जिन्होंने 20,000 शेयर अप्लाई किए थे उनसे 20,000 एप्लीकेशन मनी आई. Similarly, those who have applied for 60,000 shares, we got an application money of 60,000 rupees. Those who have applied for 30,000 shares paid us rupees 30,000. And those who have applied for 15,000 shares, they paid us 15,000. So the total application money which we received was 1,30,000. But out of this 1,30,000, we are going to transfer only rupees 50,000 to the share capital account. Now let us see how much application money was required. First category, no application money was required because we have not allotted any share to them. In second category, 20,000 shares, we got 20,000 rupees as an application money and we required 20,000 rupees as an application money to be received by the company. In third case, application money was received rupees 60,000, but we need how much? We needed 24,000 rupees only because out of 60,000, 24,000 were actually allotted. It means rest of the balance will be transferred to share allotment account. Now let us see the next case. We received application money amounting to rupees 30,000, but only 4,500 rupees was required. It means rest of the money will be adjusted towards allotment and then towards call. Similarly, in next category, we received application money amounting to rupees 15,000, but we required only 1,500, and in the total, we got an application money of 1,30,000 shares, and we require an application money for 50,000 shares only. Now see what will happen to balance. First rupees 5,000 category will be refunded because there is no case of allotment, hence there is no question which arise for adjustment of allotment money or the call money. Second case, nothing is left. Third case, 36,000 is still lying with the company. In fourth case, 25,500 rupees is lying with the company. In fifth case, 13,500 rupees is lying with the company. And overall, 80,000 excessive money is lying with the company. Now what will company do? Out of this 80,000, 5,000 will be refunded to the shareholders because there is no allotment. Rest 75,000 rupees will be adjusted. Now let us see what happens to the allotment money. Allotment money will be due at rate of rupees 4 per share. In first case, there will be no due of allotment money. In second case, for 20,000 share at rate of rupees 4, 80,000 will be due. Case 3, 24,000 at rate of rupees 4, 96,000 will become due. Case 4, 4,500 at rate of rupees 4 means 18,000 allotment money will be due. Case 5, 1,500 multiplied by 4, 6,000 money will be due. For the total 50,000 shares at rate of rupees 4, 2 lakh allotment money will become due. We have some balances. Balances for 20,000 there is no balance, so we are going to call 80,000 rupees as such. In case 3, the allotment required was 96,000. We already had 36,000. So here 36,000 money will be adjusted from the application money account to the allotment account, and rest 60,000 money will be called from the shareholders. In next case, the allotment money required was 80,000, but we had 25,500 rupees with us. So we are going to adjust 18,000 from this application account, and rest of the money will be transferred to the share call account. In next category, we required only 6,000 towards allotment money, but we had 13,500 rupees with us. It means that 6,000 from the share application account will be transferred to share allotment account, and rest of the money will be retained towards the calls. Now let us take another case. When first call money due at rate of rupees 3. For 20,000, the money due will be 60,000, and we are going to call rupees 60,000 from the shareholder. In second case, the money due is 72,000. We are not having any balance in our hand, so whole of the 72,000 will be called from the shareholders. In next case, the money due was 13,500. We have a balance of 7,500. So the money which will be required from the shareholder to be paid is rupees 6,000. In fifth case, 4,500 rupees were required. 7,500 rupees are already lying with the company. So company will adjust 4,500 from share application account to share first call account, and rest 3,000 will be transferred to share final call account. Now let us see when final call money becomes due. First category nil. For 20,000 share at rate of rupees 2, 40,000, but we are not having any balance. Similarly, for other two cases, we are not having balance. So we are going to call rupees 40,000, rupees 48,000 and rupees 9,000 from the shareholders. In fifth case, the call money was required 3,000, and we already had rupees 3,000 in the share application account, so we will be transferring from share application money account to share final call account rupees 3,000, and nothing will be demanded from the shareholders. Now let us see how the journal entries will take place. Step 1. Receive application money. Entries same as we have discussed earlier also. Bank account debit to share application account rupees 1,30,000. Step 2. When we are going to adjust the application money to the share capital account. Now we have issued the share amounting to rupees 50,000 only. So the necessary journal entry will be April 1, share application account debit to share capital account 50,000 shares at rate of rupees 1. Amount will be rupees 50,000. debit and 50,000 credit. Step 3. Return and adjustment of excess application money. Now, when we were preparing working notes, what we have observed that there were 80,000 rupees lying surplus with us because 1,30,000 मिला, 50,000 उसमें कैपिटल में एडजस्ट कर दिया, 80,000 हमारे पास बचा हुआ था. आउट ऑफ दैट 80,000, 5,000 वॉज टू बी रिफंडेड क्योंकि उनके ऊपर 5,000 एप्लीकेशन ऐसी थी, हमने कोई अलॉटमेंट नहीं की, तो 5,000 के 5,000 हमने लोगों को वापस कर देने हैं. और शेयर अलॉटमेंट में 60,000 रुपीज एडजस्ट किए. उसके बाद कॉल्स इन एडवांस में 15,000 रुपीज एडजस्ट किए. सो वी विल बी पासिंग द जर्नल एंट्री एज शेयर एप्लीकेशन अकाउंट डेबिट 80,000, टू बैंक अकाउंट 5,000, टू शेयर अलॉटमेंट अकाउंट 60,000, टू कॉल्स इन एडवांस अकाउंट 15,000. Step 4. Allotment money due. When allotment money becomes due, it will be due on 50,000 shares at rate of rupees 4 per share. So our entry will be share allotment account debit to share capital account. Amount rupees 50,000 multiplied by 4, 2 lakh. 2 lakh on the debit side, 2 lakh on the credit side. Now when allotment money was received, what happened? We were to receive the allotment money of rupees 2 lakh on 50,000 shares, but we adjusted rupees 60,000 from the share application account to the share allotment account as per our working notes. So what is the balance which we are going to receive now? The balance is 1,40,000 and we received 1,40,000 full as such. So the journal entry will be bank account debit to share allotment account 1,40,000. Step 6. First call becomes due. When we are to due the first call will be due on 50,000 shares at rate of rupees 3 per share. So the journal entry will be share first call account debit to share capital account amounting to rupees 1,50,000. 1,50,000 on debit side and 1,50,000 on credit side. Now step 7. When we received first